Hey guys, so today I'm just going to be talking about the books that I read in July. I didn't read that many books. I read 5, which is actually not that bad. I was kind of proud of myself for that because sometimes I can read a lot less than that. Maybe it's because they were kind of shorter books, but I don't really know. I still was actually quite proud of myself for reading 5. The first book that I read on the Kindle, so I don't have a hard copy of it. That was Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I actually hadn't read anything by her before. I've never read the Garcia trilogy, and I'm so excited to read the next one. Like, in a long time I haven't felt actually really excited to read the next book in the series, but I absolutely can't wait. I absolutely can't wait to start the next one. I absolutely loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars just because I did enjoy the writing style. I did enjoy the plot. I did enjoy the journey that the characters go through, and I did like the characters themselves. And I actually wasn't expecting the kind of a plot twist kind of thing that happens in it. I absolutely loved it. I read quite fast as well, especially near the end. I couldn't put it down. Next book I read I wasn't actually expecting to like as much as I did. That is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I've read The Darkest Minds before. I read Never Fade as well. I didn't really like Never Fade, but it was mainly because I took such a big gap between reading Darkest Minds and Never Fade that I forgot really the plot of the first one, so that I didn't enjoy the second one. But because in my head I had that I didn't like Never Fade, I was kind of expecting not to like this as much. But and especially because I didn't hear that good of reviews about this, I just thought that maybe that's not for me, especially if nobody's really liking it, and maybe it's not that good. But because it is moderately new, I didn't think that it was good for me to try and see if I liked it, and I ended up actually loving it. I think I gave it a 3 or 4 out of 5 stars. I think it might have been 4 stars, but I did think that the first half probably of the book was a lot better than the second half. Even though I did enjoy getting to see the times that they go to, I did feel that was very entertaining, getting to see the different time periods and just getting to see like the different facts that she incorporated into it. I thought that was very interesting. I always love learning about different parts in history, and that does give you this. But what I didn't like is that it doesn't go into enough detail as that I was hoping it. I think this could have been actually longer rather than shorter, but it also kind of did drag out in bits. Even though I do think it could be longer, I think it wasn't detailed enough. You didn't really get to know the characters as much as I think you could have. But I know that there is a sequel to this, so maybe the sequel you get that more in. But I did enjoy the writing style. I did enjoy the whole entertainment factor of it, so that's why I did give it quite a high rating, because I definitely enjoyed reading it, and I read it fast enough. Next one is a book I reread, and that is The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I was expecting to like this more than I liked it the first time, because my sister absolutely loves the whole City of Bones series, and I loved the Infernal Devices. And I read this a couple of years ago before I read the Infernal Devices, and I didn't like that this much. And I was hoping that whenever I reread it this time, that I would like it more and I would want to carry on to the next books. And like, yes, I do want to carry on to the next books and read the whole series, just because it's one of those series that you have to have read really, and you have to know what happens. And I just don't think it's as good as everybody hypes it up to be. That's my personal opinion. I know it was her first novel. I know that she did a very good job at writing this novel, considering it was her first. I will definitely continue on to the next ones, but I don't know if that's because I feel like I need to read them or because I'm enjoying them. But I don't think I enjoyed it that much. Like, I did read it pretty fast. It was enjoyable, but I definitely didn't love it as much as a lot of people do. But as I said, I am going to continue on to the next ones because it's something that I would really like to do. Next book I read is really short, and again, it's 2 short stories in one novella because it's an extremely short book. And that is Raise High the Ripping Carpenters and Seymour, an Introduction by J.D. Salinger. I was expecting to like this a lot more than I did. I was expecting to love this, considering it was the last bit of published writing that I read by J.D. Salinger. I was kind of saving this up because I'd read all of his other published works, I know that's not a lot, but I still read it all, and you kind of have to treasure his stuff because there's not a lot of it. I was expecting to absolutely love this just because I kind of like withheld it until the end. He always blows me away, so I just thought that I was going to love this, but I kind of didn't like it. Like, I did like it because it was J.D. Salinger writing it, and I think the first half of it is quite enjoyable. It is mostly in his writing style. I don't think it was as good as it usually is, but it was in his writing style, and it was my cup of tea because it was his writing style. But then the second half was like a letdown because I'm very interested in the self-and-glass children that he always writes about, but I think he could have done a better job with ending the whole thing. I just thought that Seymour introduction was quite pretentious in the way that it was written, and I never liked that kind of a writing style. So I would recommend it. I always recommend anything by J.D. Salinger. I always do. But if you are going to read J.D. Salinger, don't kind of disrupt your view of him by reading this first. I would read this after you've read anything else because it's in my opinion, it's the worst out of all of his published works. The next one was another reread, and I'd been wanting to reread this for quite a long time, and that is Beautiful Creatures. I absolutely loved rereading this. It's one of those series that I absolutely loved whenever I was first getting into YA, so it's one of those ones that I like you'll never forget about just because of how much you love them whenever you were first reading it, and whenever you're quite a lot younger, everything is so much more exciting to read. So but it still got me so excited. I really wanted to go on to the next one, and that is actually going to be on my TBR for this month, Beautiful Darkness, because I want to reread them all because of just how much I love reading this again. I know it's not the best written book, it's not that well written, but you can't help loving Ethan Waite and loving the plot and loving just the entertainment value of the book. That's why I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I did a full Goodreads review on this, just talking about why I rated it the way I did and the aspects that I liked and what I didn't like. I thought a lot of the writing was childish, but at the same time I absolutely loved it. I can't really say bad things about this because I just love it so much, and I don't think enough people love it. I don't think enough people have read it. I think a lot of people kind of dismiss this book or just don't talk about it as much as they talk about other books like The Hunger Games or things that were more popular. So I would highly recommend this, especially if you've never read it and you love YA. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I know this video wasn't that good because it is one of still my first couple of videos and I'm not that good at making them yet, but if you did like it, I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe, as I'm going to be putting out more and more videos obviously. So anyway, thank you for watching.